Good morning, friends and family and friends. Happy Wednesday the 3rd, everyone. Well, here we are, hump day again. Yesterday was a hot but awesome scorcher of a day. Summer has arrived along with what appears to be an awesome stretch of weather. This morning, sunrise will be at 5:18 and sunset will be at 8:29, giving us 15 hours and 11 minutes of glorious daylight to enjoy. Presently, it's 68 degrees outside already, give or take a little bit depending on exactly where you live. Today you should expect mostly sunny skies, with temps expected to reach the upper 80s. We will have less humidity than yesterday, and winds will be out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it just sounds like an awesome day to be outside. From our family and friends celebrating birthdays today, happy birthday to Bruce Johnson, Robert Cheney, Lynette Anselmo, Justin Wooler, Dick Kohler, Cindy Ritchie, Christine Ostovich, and last but certainly not least, Janelle Gard. Our celebrity birthday shout-out starts with a talented young man who is best recognized as Emmett Bledsoe in the ABC Family series Switched at Birth. For this role, he was nominated for the TV Breakout Star at the Teen Choice Awards in 2011. In 2019, he began starring as Sam Elliott in the Netflix The Society series. Sean Birdie turns 27 today. Our next celebrity portrayed Jean Ross in the BBC Christopher and His Kind show. She also starred as Tammy in the film 28 Weeks Later. Imogen Poots turns 31 today. Our next celebrity is a beautiful young actress who gained fame for her role as Emma Al-Fayed on the short-lived FX series Tyrant. She also appeared as the recurring character Kelsey on the popular ABC Family series The Fosters. In 2017, she joined the cast of Netflix series The 13 Reasons Why. Ann Winters turns 26 today. Alright, moving on to this day in history. On today's date, in 1965, it is recorded as the day the first American walks in space, when Edward White goes for a walk outside the Gemini 4. His walk lasted approximately 23 minutes. On today's date, in 1969, it marks a grim day in naval history when the HMS Melbourne tragically collides with the USS Frank E. Evans while on a NATO exercise in South China Sea, just off the coast of Vietnam. The Australian aircraft carrier, the Melbourne, slices the smaller U.S. destroyer, the USS Evans, in half, killing 74 of the destroyer's crew. A bad day to work as a sailor indeed. God rest their souls. And on today's date in 2019, Jay-Z is named the world's first billionaire rapper by Forbes magazine. And from our comedy corner, my wife told me to take a spider out instead of killing it. So, we went out, had a couple drinks. Cool guy, he wants to be a web designer. Alright, today is National Chocolate Macaroons Day, National Running Day, National Chocolate Macaroons Day, National Repeat Yourself Day, get it, and National Egg Day. We really love the morning motivational segment because we honestly believe our lives are filled with daily opportunities. The trick is recognizing them and then seizing them. Today's morning motivational is a simple, undeniable truth. The biggest source of motivation are your own thoughts. So think big and motivate yourself to win. With grit, determination, and an optimistic outlook on the possibilities that exist in each and every day, you can be the light that leads the way for others to follow. You do have the power. We really believe that. Today, we're going to wrap up this segment with an interesting story about the life cycle of something near and dear to Belle and I. They are one of the great pollinators on the planet, which means they should be near and dear to everyone. If our planet would ever lose its honeybees and pollinating insects, things quit growing, and we are talking about global food shortages. So it just gives you an extra reason to love butterflies and to remember honeybees are your friend, unlike hornets and the new murder bees or whatever they're calling them. So without further ado, let's dive into the origins behind monarch butterflies and their yearly 3,000-mile migration across the country. The colorful insect's migration across the North American continent is one of the greatest natural events on Earth. Each fall, millions of monarch butterflies leave their summer breeding grounds in the northeastern U.S. and Canada and travel upward of 3,000 miles to reach their overwintering grounds in southwestern Mexico. But unlike birds and wildebeests that also embark on epic migrations, these individual butterflies will never return. Why won't they make it all the way back? How do they know where to go in the first place? As the days grow shorter and the temperatures drop off, monarchs begin to abandon breeding and feeding territories in search of a safe place to spend the winter. For monarchs, that overwintering ground is found high up on just a few mountains in central Mexico. Once there, the monarchs huddle together by the millions on branches of oyamel fir trees. These trees, also known as sacred firs, they create a microclimate that protects the insects. According to research scientists at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, the tree canopy and ecosystem provide a blanket effect for the monarchs, so the temperature doesn't get too high or too low. After waiting out the winter, these individuals head part of the way back north to warmer climates, such as Texas, where they mate, lay eggs on milkweed plants. In just a few days, the eggs hatch into brilliantly striped caterpillars of black, gold, and white. We've all seen them. These monarch larvae consume vast amounts of milkweed before forming a chrysalis and transforming into adult butterflies. You know, the last couple of years, Belinda has enjoyed tracking down monarch caterpillars and giving them a safe place to transform. I think we successfully released close to 20 last year, maybe a little over. We'll throw in some pictures of that. Pretty cool. Anyways, at this point in the cycle, the new butterflies take to the skies again and fly another few hundred miles north, before finding another patch of milkweed and repeating the process. It might take the monarchs as many as 4 to 5 generations to complete the journey all the way back to Canada. So technically, we are a stop along the way to their northern destination. So when fall rolls around again, the monarchs make use of air currents to wing all the way back to Mexico, a seemingly impossible feat for such a delicate-looking insect. Interestingly, according to researchers, the waves of monarchs heading north will complete their entire life cycles in just 5 to 7 weeks each. But when fall rolls around again, a special super generation of monarchs that can live up to 8 months will make use of the air currents to wing their way all the way to Mexico in one trip, a seemingly impossible feat for such a delicate-looking insect. This really does make the migration of monarchs so unique, as they are the same species, but for some reason this generation in the migration cycle lives much longer. I never knew that before yesterday, so nature is so awesome. Well, as usual, Belinda and I hope that you enjoyed this origins journey about monarchs and their yearly journey. Belinda and I do appreciate the time that you spend with us each and every day. Our goal is to offer a mix of entertainment and education in each and every one of our Morning Minute posts. After all, knowledge is power, and we do love to share what we come across. We hope you are enjoying the experience. Please continue to like, follow, and share us with your friends and family. That one is super important, and we really appreciate it. Thanks again for your time. Make it an awesome day. Remember, you have the power, and we'll talk soon. We're out of here.